Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. I don't even feel like that, like, whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like, whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, wish that I care, but I don't. And I swear, if you want, we can flow. Coming ready for the smoke. Murder, she wrote, but I don't even dare. I got places to go, coming ready for the show. Sacred the goat, we got royal affairs. We gon' win on the low, coming ready for the glow. You taking notes, have a seat, take a chair. You may think that we cold, coming ready for the snow. Try to bear the weight, but it's too heavy. Try to get away, but it's too deadly. Gotta keep it sharp, so we stay edgy.
He's heating up!
Get ahead, so we stay ready. Coming at me, that sad, that's joke. I cannot believe these lies, I'm woke. All that greed, but why you broke? When y'all need, come get your folk. I actually soar over these waves.
He's heating up!
I gotta know people to pay, places to go. Watch what you say.
He's on fire!
Coming at me like that, like, whoa. I don't even feel like that, like, whoa.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, never sit back. I'ma go and get that. I just wanna give back. People call me Big Black. I just got my whip back. I just wanna got hit, but I've been back. Double couple wins back, double cup of no act. I don't really have beef, but I'm still a Big Mac. And you know I got green. Now we bridging the gap flow with me and my team, cause we know how to scrap when you making a scene. Came up from the dirt. Yeah, I know my worth. No, I will not sell. Niggas gotta work. Do not kiss and tell. No, I do not serve. But I'll ride these waves. So get up off my turf.
Mr. Strickland.
I actually soar over these waves. When I get paid, I gotta know.
Come
people
on,
to pay,
man.
Places to go. Watch what you say. Watch what you. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. I don't even feel like that, like, whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like, whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like, whoa.
I'd be the
Coming at me
luckiest
like
guy
that, like,
alive
whoa.
if that
Coming
did
at
it.
me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like.
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
How to be a better ally to fat people.
Listen to a fat person for once in your life.
How dare you?
Thin privilege.
I'm a fat.
Fat oppression.
Come on.
Shaming fat people on a daily basis, threatening us with diabetes.
Pizza is a vegetable.
A lot of white allies and accomplices ask.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 22 hundo and 19 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flexing on all you.
Fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, famwise, how are we doing? Welcome to the Daily Swole. Welcome to 2219. Make sure you share the live stream right now because, of course, we are fucking live. Who would have thunk it? Thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure you're checking the links for thedailyswole.com. Everything in the show notes and description down below. Make sure you share the stream. Sharing the stream makes all the difference. And of course, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you bang your ear holes. It means a lot. And I love to read those reviews if you write one as well. Fam, let's get a round of applause. Welcome to Fef. Let's fucking go. Welcome to Fef, beaches. All right. So a lot of you know what Fef is. What have you done to celebrate Fef today, let alone this week? I mean, you can Fef every single day, but if you don't know what Fef is, it's Fuck 'em Friday. And every single Friday, not only do we have an amazing overtime segment that goes live after the podcast, but we also celebrate deleting, unfollowing, unfriending, blocking out all the noise, all those accounts, all those fucking beaches, all that shit.
I got hairy legs.
Block out all that crap. Unfollow on Twitter, on YouTube, unfollow podcasts or channels, things that delete your contacts. I always talk about that. That's so fucking underrated. I'm telling you, it's so underrated, deleting your contacts in your phone. Oh my God, leave it as just a phone number. It doesn't mean anything. A lot of these people are just acquaintances, things that you know, and they're taking up space in your brain. Block out all that fucking shit. It's time to take control of your life, your health, and it starts right now. Let's fucking go, fam. What'd you smash? Drop in the comments down below. What did you smash? And I want to give you a shout out. I want to know how you celebrated Fef today. What did you cut out today? Let's summon the Falcon and get this party started. Drop in the comments down below. Here we go. Wow. Look. Got a little fancy today. Thank you, Leo. Thank you. Yeah, cheers. Fucking alky. All right, today we got an overtime card that is pretty fucking sweet. Got some nice tall letters and got some theft right in the middle of it. Kind of got a little fancy, a little spray paint-esque. Got a little fancy, so you can use whatever hashtag you want. You could hashtag Fef, you could hashtag overtime. I would recommend dropping both because it is fucking overtime today and I'm really excited. So let's get into that tip. Drop either one that you want. I would recommend overtime, but Fef, it's all good. It's all good. You could win with either one today. All right, so drop that in the comments. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. Let's spit on it and get into that tip. Everyone, moisturize. Babe, ooh. Just an inch. It's cold outside. Oh yeah, that was sloppy. Just got a pile of spit over here. You got to spit on it. How are you going to get the tip in? Okay, so we have a big show today. Very excited. And if you didn't catch yesterday's episode, of course, we had a very special guest. We had Rufus Reeves. Swoleo was here. The Tainty Boy was in the casa, not in the office today. He's sleeping in his room. But we do have an overtime segment that's going live right after today's episode. So if you're not yet a member, now's the time to join. You get access to all the previous overtime segments and, of course, today's episode. It's streaming live inside Swole TV as well as the private Daily Swole Telegram chat. We got a few people in there right now. We got Maxwell, Kelrose in there, Nico, TCAP. So we got a bunch of people in the Telegram chat ready for overtime. Very excited. But we do have a Tainty Boy picture. I do have a Tainty Boy picture. That way, once we wash out the balls deep, when we get some real fucking gunch, we'll show a really cute picture I took of Rufus today. He's a model. It was funny because I was taking a bunch of pictures and then he was shifting positions and looking at me, looking away. And then I would take like 5 shots. Then he would change positions. I felt like Austin Powers was like, no, or yes, no, whatever. It was perfect. It was perfect. Got a great picture today. Okay, and also make sure you check out the brand new apparel over there at papaswolio.com. Son the Nips is there. Son the Nips. It's fucking awesome. I love this. I love this apparel. Make sure you check it out. Perfect for summer. Of course, we have a lot of stuff going on for 4th of July. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Go get your red, white, and swole. Go get your guns, bacon, and freedom over there on papaswolio.com. Don't want to miss out on that. Let's get into the first Swole Fam post speeches. Come on now. Come on now.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? All right, first post from Amy. I actually answered this in the Telegram chat, so you can all answer down below. Need some more detail for sure, but Amy writes, question for Papa Swolio. Yesterday on the podcast, you mentioned, or you had a question about a 13-year-old using creatine. You mentioned your response that they shouldn't be lifting to failure. I have 3 boys, 9, 11, and 13. They all love to lift, work out, etc. I guess I haven't been paying a lot of attention to their weight or reps or sets, but I wondered if you could give some guidelines on lifting for kids. They all play baseball right now, and one of them pitches, and the other 2 are throwing in from the outfield. My pitcher has had some pain in his elbow and shoulder. Is it okay for him to be lifting? The other one has been icing his shoulder most nights. I wish I could be better help for them. I just don't want to be letting them lift or lift the wrong way if it's going to screw things up for them in the long run, because I want them lifting for life, obviously. So first off, round of applause. That's great. I'm not going to tell you to have your children not lift, but they shouldn't be doing a ton of volume. They shouldn't be lifting to failure. You got to be very careful that they're not doing too much volume and too much overload, just because their bones are still developing. They're in puberty and they're just still really developing. I don't recommend creatine for young teenagers. Just eat some more food, learn the habits of proper rest, proper nutrition, proper training technique. You definitely want to make sure with the pitching, it's very, very high risk for youth baseball. There's a lot of people that I played baseball my whole life. That was my sport, so I know a lot about it, and I did pitch up through college. So you have to be careful because you can easily have elbow and shoulder issues. You can get a lot of tendonitis. You can have a lot of problems because of curveballs and any kind of breaking pitches. Puts a lot of pressure on the elbows. So you have to make sure that you are careful about that. Icing is very important, but also making sure that the form and technique is on point. So I don't know if your children have a coach or a pitching coach and they have good form breakdowns, but it's very important that they don't overdo it. They're not lifting heavy and then going and throwing a ton, because they can get overuse injuries and it can be things that nag and then negatively affect joint development. So not to try to scare you or anything like that, but I remember throwing a lot and pitching a lot, and I'm icing every night. I'm just thinking back, it's like, fuck, it's a lot of stress on kids, because I pitched in Little League and high school and college, and it's a lot. So if you want to, if you're an unlimited member, check out the master classes. Yeah, check out the shoulder awareness. I think for all your kids, the shoulder awareness program is fantastic, because when you have someone who's playing baseball, it's very lopsided, because you're usually throwing with one arm and you're hitting one direction. So you're twisting a lot the same direction. You're using certain muscles over and over again and underusing other ones, because you don't really play baseball ambidextrously, really. You don't throw with your right hand and your left hand. Sometimes you switch hit, but usually people are right-handed or left-handed only. So you tend to get overuse injuries just from rotating a certain way. So make sure they're doing rotation exercises both directions. Bands are really excellent for this. I would definitely go and jump into the shoulder awareness, because it's not a lot of overload. It's great for strengthening the posterior rotator cuff. And also the Therabar, working on the forearm extensors. The rice that I was talking about, doing the different movements and squeezing and twisting your hands in a bucket of rice is excellent. And even the Therabar is fantastic for things like that. So, just some thoughts. But if you want to follow up, Amy, if you're watching live or anyone else plays baseball and has any other suggestions, has kids and stuff, what you do, you can drop it. But we can continue that conversation, because there might be some more in there. I don't know what the age of which child it is. She didn't specify which one it is, how old they are. She said how old they are, but not which one's which and who's the pitcher and what. Okay, let's see here. Annika Lee, morning. Intending to crush push Bravo, swimming a set or 2, followed by an adult deep water shift. If all goes well, I'll be home by noon. Go get some and do some mace and eat before my last shift of teaching butterfly for the week. The weekend is going to be packed with an endurance swim and an AGM, as well as Bravo workouts and food prep. Oh yeah, and if my dog gets out of her bed, a dog walk as well today too. Hashtag go to the fucking gym. See ya on the other side of my gym session. Very nice. Go make those gains. Go make those fucking gains. All right, post here from Ash from the Discord. At the beginning of May, I decided to make a personal goal for myself since April was so dismal for me. I would go weightlifting 10 times this month. Fam, I crushed it. I not only went 13 times, 14 is going to be tonight on this, the last day of May, and I've gone up in weight on every single exercise, celebrating tonight with a porterhouse cut and some yams. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Good for you, Ash. Yeah. What? That's fantastic. Look, celebration. How is a steak not celebrating? You don't need to stuff your face with garbage. Hey, I went to the gym a lot. Let me eat crap. No, eat a fucking steak. Go to the fucking gym. Celebrate it. Fuel your body. Good for you, Ash. Good for you, you fucking swole slut. God damn, what a swole slut. All right, let's do, we got 2 more posts. This one's from Tyler. We got a nice meal here. Tyler writes, good morning, fam. It's a big day of eating for me, and I'm crushing some chest and arms 2 hours after this. This looks amazing, doesn't it? Anyway, love Papa and the fam. I appreciate everything in this community. Hashtag swole fam. Go to the fucking gym. Toxic muscularity. And 7 pillars.
Yow.
Let's fucking go. What we got here? We got some fruit. We got some berries. We got some, what is that, white rice, some avocado. Got some steak, sweet potato. My man. Get those calories in, bro. Get that good food. And our last post from Tanya from our Swole Fam discussion boards on SwoleNormousX.com. What's up, Beesh? Howdy, Swole Gang. Most of my adult life, I have been active and not afraid to challenge myself. I've dabbled with many forms and disciplines of training from many years of long distance running to Muay Thai to powerlifting. Weights seem to be the only thing that ground me and make the biggest difference physically and mentally. I love being strong, but I need to work on mobility and overall fitness for the long term as I am not getting any younger. I'm an active outdoor person and look for any excuse to be outside and in the sun, and it's time to rock and roll and get started. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Fuck yeah. Swole fam crushing it. Rest in peace, son. I'm in Florida and we're getting hit with, I guess, like the tropical storm, which is going to be raining. The weather is just like 80-90% thunderstorms all week. I am pissed off. I want some fucking sun. I want some goddamn sun on my nips. Unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I need this to be over. I need this to be absolutely the fuck over. I want my son, baby. I want my son. Okay, let's get into some questions. If you have questions, it's Ask Papa Swolio. We're into some knowledge cock, so use the hashtag Ask Papa Swolio for a chance to get your question featured, which it very well will. We try to get as many questions as possible. And of course, hashtag overtime and or FEF. We'll take it both, but I love me some overtime. Drop in the comments below for a chance to win the Swole card. The end of today's episode. Reminder, we have an overtime segment after, so it's going to be fucking lit. All right, let's take some questions. Let's see what we got here. From Maury06, 3.__ Maury06. Come on, get a fucking screen name, bro. How to increase bench, Papa. But I practicing a more bench. Make sure you activate your posterior rotator cuff, your rhomboids. Keep on training, strengthen your shoulder joint and girdle, practice some yoga. And there's many ways to increase bench, but you might want to look into some negatives and different types of strength training protocols, 5x5s, things like that. There's a lot of different ways to increase your bench if that's really important to you. But I will pose the question, why do you care so much about increasing your bench? It should be more about, I guess, increasing strength. That's fine. But also proper form, muscle mass. I mean, bench is really an arbitrary thing. It's more like a teenage boy ego thing. I need to get my bench up. It's really just an ego lift. Pretty overrated, but nothing wrong with increasing your bench. Just don't get over obsessed with it. Joko's journey. Papa Swolio, how important is cardio for fat loss? Is only lifting heavy fine? It certainly is. I definitely recommend doing cardiovascular type training, whether you want to do some sprints, some plyometrics, some mace bell, you could do a higher intensity like sprinting or sled work. You could also do kettlebell, mace bell, Indian club. Those are great ways to elevate your heart rate. The sauna will give you cardio mimicking benefits, but you definitely don't need to be killing yourself with cardio for fat loss. That's absolutely a myth or just unnecessary. People just do cardio until they pass out, and actually it's a downside. If you want to metabolize more fat, you're better off building lean muscle mass and cutting out inflammatory foods. Working on your sleep, getting quality sleep every single night makes a big difference. If you're not getting sleep for a couple nights in a week, every single day is the way it's supposed to be. Kieran, we all have a bit of ego. Indeed we do. Indeed we do. All righty. S2D2, say you're all alone lifting dumbbells for the first time. You watch videos on form, then apply what you see. But how do you know if it's proper form when it all feels like relative work? I don't know what relative work means, but you can take videos of yourself and then watch the videos and compare them to the ones that you're seeing on the screen. That's the best way to do it. I mean, you need to, if you don't have any kind of external feedback, you can create it with your phone. In the past, you had to have someone watching you that knew what they were talking about. It's one thing for someone to watch you like, hey, am I going low enough? Or hey, how's my form? And that person barely knows what proper form is. It's important for you to do it yourself. Take some videos and watch them. Elizabeth, I'm thinking of a new goal for turning 60 next year. How about, that's fantastic. Good for you. Would like to get a personal training cert. Is NASM good? Want to encourage other mature adults. Yeah, NASM's a good one. I'm not even sure what else is still, I don't know if it's still the same big ones like NSCA, NASM. I'm assuming NASM is relatively, it's teaching pretty much the stuff that they were doing before. I'm not sure if what the difference is now when I used to work for NASM, like this was like 10 years ago. So yeah, it's a good certification. I don't know what if anything has changed with it in the last 10 years, but that's what I always recommended in the past. A lot of experience with NASM, so it's definitely one of the better ones, if not the best one. It's really about experience and knowing what you're doing. In all honesty, the certifications are good. You'll learn stuff, but it's all about how you apply it. So there's so many people with degrees. We see people with dietitians and RDs and PhDs, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So a certification is just going to allow you to get in the door. Whatever a gym will require certain certifications, and certain certifications are optimal or required for getting insurance and things of that sort. So, like anything else, a certification will, based on, what they're testing you on, will test for a minimum competency. But of course, the quality of your training is not going to be made or broken by a certification. You have to make sure that you're doing it properly and honing your skills. So, yeah, I think it's great. All right, let's see. Andres, hi, Papa. Do you include dragon flags in your routine? No, I don't. Like holding onto a bar? No, I don't. Actually, I do things for core work and stuff, but I haven't practiced those in a while. If so, any tips on them? By the way, my birthday comes on Monday. 38 and feeling awesome. Thanks for the inspiration. Good for you. Any tips? Yeah, start low. Those types of exercises require slow and steady growth. So like make sure if you have a bar, it depends on what you have access to, because most people only have like a straight bar, or you can get a vertical pole in your house. But what you really need is like angled poles, like ones that are slightly angled. So you can do this. It would be hanging from straps, but if you can have like an uneven bar, like what you want to do is you want to gain that competency from like a vertical and slowly move it horizontal. So what you can do, if you have I have a pull-up bar hanging from straps in the tree, you can lengthen one and then shorten the other, and try to like hold out to the side. So I would recommend doing it from a vertical bar, but then if you can, try to get a bar that you can angle slowly, but that's pretty hard. Practice with like shorter, less torque, bending your knees, things like that. There's a lot of different progressions. I'm sure you're better off just looking online or YouTube, like, hey, how to get to a full dragon flag. But it's all about strengthening your body and strengthening, because a lot of tendons, ligaments, connective tissue, and all these little small stabilizer muscles that need to be strengthened slowly over time. I don't know if you all could hear that, but it was raining, but a bird, that's a loud bird that must be right out the window. Jeez, that was fucking loud as shit. Matt, how's the doggo? He's fucking fantastic. Got a great picture for everyone. That bird is so loud. That's such a loud bird. He's great. We got a great picture for of him for the balls deep section. We have to wash this trash out of our brains. We get a little tainty boy in there. Scott Sanderson, Papa Solia, am I being a chooch? I ruptured my Achilles tendon and had surgery on December 20th, and I've been back in the gym for 7 weeks now, and I'm semi-scared to load the bar. You had surgery on the 20th, and back in the gym for 7 weeks. Have you mobilized your Achilles tendon? Are you doing a lot of soleus mobilization? Are you doing a lot of strength training in that full range of motion? I understand if you're nervous, but you need to be strengthening your soleus and strengthening your Achilles tendon, doing like seated calf raises, doing a lot of stretching, deep like ass to grass lunges are fantastic. Start elevated and lower slowly. How did you rupture Achilles tendon? Ouch. You're not being a chooch. I mean, a lot of people are nervous after an injury, but that's why you have to build up to that slowly. Remember, tendons and ligaments take a lot more time to strengthen, to thicken, to develop over time. All right, let's see here. Aaron, what's your opinion on planks and variations thereof? Yeah, planks are great. Just make sure that you're also training. That's why kettlebells and mace bells and Indian clubs are great, because you're getting core activation. Anytime you're doing strength training and or sandbag work, you're doing stuff with like overhead lifting and overhead lifts and doing things and stabilizing weights overhead, like with cleans or snatches or overhead presses with kettlebells or bent presses. There's all different types. What's it called? Windmills. These things are fantastic because you get a lot more core activation. So planks and stuff are great. Just make sure you're also doing dynamic movements. Planks are great for, like fundamental stabilization and understanding what a posterior pelvic tilt is and activating those intrinsic core stabilizers. Mark Papasolio, one of my former security shift leaders, wants to lose weight for the sake of not just his health, but so he can be around for his kids. Well, that's for his health too, right? He wants to come to the gym with me, and I'm more than willing to take him to the gym, but I'm worried I'll potentially tire him out because he's morbidly obese. How do I ease him into the gym with me? I would just so he wants to come to the gym with you. So you're gonna be babysitting, like you're training him casually. If he's just starting, he needs like focused attention. I mean, just make him start light. Yeah, he's definitely going to get tired out, and he has to go very, very light. Just make sure he's not doing anything to failure. He's just doing a couple sample reps or sample sets, 1 or 2, very sub-max. He's not doing like 15 to the limit. Very easy for him to get lightheaded and get very, very sore. I would just make sure that he's like walking, casually on a treadmill for 10, 15 minutes or so, get him nice and warmed up and loose, and, just have him doing what you're doing, but very, very light. It's very hard to train like that with someone. It's hard for me to explain that because as a professional, I did professional training for so long. It's just like you need to ease someone into that properly. So if anything, if he's just going to do what you're doing, just make sure it's very, very sub-max. Better to not be sore and to feel like, oh, fine, I barely felt that. Good, than to be like passing out on the ground. If he's morbidly obese, you have to be very careful he doesn't fall or pass out. It's shocking how unhealthy some people are. Like they'll do a couple sets and then they'll be dizzy and nauseous and they'll be done. You have to be very careful. All right. Snowboarding. I landed a trick wrong and hyperextended it. Hyperextended your Achilles tendon. You mean your knee? I mean, yeah, so it was an impact injury. Yeah, rupturing Achilles tendon is usually impact. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. If you're going to the gym to do your workout, you're not going to get it. So maybe what you can do is like you go train. If you're going to train him or something, I mean, a lot of times you shouldn't be doing that in a gym. They're going to like see that maybe. But you can have him on like a recumbent bike or something. Have him just be over there for like going really light for like half an hour or something, or have him meet you later after your workout. So at least you got yours in there, but you might be called out from a gym thinking that you're like doing personal training under the table or something. No, that's not necessarily it. He just needs to have a personal trainer. He needs like focused attention. I'm not going to sit here and like talk you through how to train someone who's brand new to the gym. That's not what I'm going to do here. So should you have him diet for a while before? He should be cutting out all these fucking foods. Send him to the 7 pillars. Send them, educate him on the elimination diet, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you're talking about personal training, dude. Maybe you want to get your certification and help people for real. I'm not going to walk you through how to it's everyone's different. It's not like, hey, have him do this. Okay. Let's see. Rubs the baby Ziz or Ziz, that guy that had a heart attack a long time ago or something. All right. Opinion on CrossFit. I think it's definitely an activity. It's, it's a whole little niche in itself. It's very high risk. It's not for everyone. And you do CrossFit to get better at CrossFit. It's definitely not necessary for results. And most people that are just getting into fitness should steer very clear from it. It's very dangerous to have tons and tons of these gyms that there's a lot more quantity than there is quality. You just have to make sure that you're easing into things. There's no reason why you should be doing high repetition Olympic lifts like for time. And these are always things for like exercises and training for time, for high reps during explosive movements. These are perfect ways to fatigue the body, to get you to your limit and get you starting to cut corners with form, which is why CrossFit is so high risk and it's so injurious. So not a big fan. There's really no programming. That's their whole point, is like, you want to be ready for everything. It's like, okay, well, that's not really training. And if you think that, I watched the CrossFit Olympics or the CrossFit Games and like all these people are fucking natural, you're out of your fucking mind. Okay. If you think all these people are just like, they're all drug tested, get the fuck out of here. A lot of them are shut up. You're an idiot. Like if you train, you understand what these weights are. It's like, yeah, these people are not, it's ridiculous at that level. No. All right. Regina 3846. Best exercises for stronger glutes. Well, there's many. I wouldn't say best, but stronger glutes is definitely a matter of activating them properly. We just released glute awareness. It's filtering out. We've been leaking out workouts and stuff from our Balls Deep for Summer event on Monday, but we have a glute awareness program. Hip bridges are fantastic, but you have to have the right form for them. Single leg balance exercises. Nordic curls are fantastic. Hyperextension, with a rounded back, glute extensions are fantastic. So stronger glutes means activated glutes. So making sure that you have actual neural connection to those muscles rather than just overextending your back. So you need to make sure you don't have you don't have compensation. So I would make sure that you are activating your hip flexors, doing leg lifts, either with a monkey foot or with a cable. You can also do Jefferson curls, Nordic curls, in order to fully lengthen and strengthen the hamstrings to a full range of motion. So a lot of times impairments at the hips when you can't activate your glutes properly is because you have an impairment at the hip and your hamstrings are not at the right resting length. Same thing with your hip flexors. All right, let's see. Yaz Akalin. Papa Swole, your hair looks strong as fuck, man. Why, thank you. How do you take such good care of it? I eat well and I sleep well and I get plenty of sun. I eat lots of fat and protein. It really is. I don't eat inflammatory foods and I try to mitigate and I try to adjust and I try to optimize my nutrition, which is going to give you healthier skin, nails, hair, and everything else. Everything has gotten better for me since I started continuously narrowing down and isolating which foods work best for me and then eating them to my satisfaction. I get a lot of bone broth, liver, bone marrow, grass-fed beef. Sometimes I'll have some pastured eggs, sometimes a lot of fruit. That's the best way to do it. And for me, if I don't get sleep, I'll start breaking out a little bit. And it's because you're stressed out. And a lot of people get that with inflammatory foods that will cause acne, like dairy and grains. But also you'll get that if you don't get quality sleep. You'll be puffy, your skin, your hair, and your nails is a product of how well you take care of yourself. your rest, your exposure to ultraviolet light, all these different things. So getting quality sleep is one of the most important things for skin and hair. Absolutely important. Nutrition's everything. So people say like, oh, what do you use in your hair? It doesn't, people have been saying for like 10, 20 years, even when my nutrition wasn't as good as now, that I've had great hair. So a lot of it's genetic too, but also it's gotten better and better. When I'm healthy, everyone says that through a video and through the screens. It's like, oh, your hair and skin look great. I appreciate that. I'm not sitting there like, oh, brushing my hair. Mama Soy will tell you, like, she has to get on my shit. Like I always forget. I never really brush my hair. It's not good. But every time I remember, I'm like, oh shit, I'm starting to get a little bit better with it. But it's because of my nutrition, my lifestyle. That's why those things look good. That's why when I lift, I feel good and I mitigate the risk of injuries, and it's everything. Everything. Let's see. For the Daily Swole, let's see. Elijah, Papa Swole, do you think Heart and Soil or Ancestral will be better for organ supplements? It's pretty much the same stuff. They're owned by the same people or partners in the same thing. So they're pretty much the same, more or less, probably the same, probably sourced the same, just different branding and different components. I think what I do like about the Heart and Soil supplements, that comes in glass. Might be a little bit more pricey, but a lot more variety with Ancestral, but it's been around longer. So I would pick what works best for you. Try them. Okay, let's see here. We got a couple more questions. If you got questions, drop in the comments down below. Make sure that you are sharing the stream right now. Share the Mancast. We're about to go balls deep, and of course, we'll go into overtime. Make sure that you are ready for that. Overtime goes down in just a few minutes. I shouldn't say just a few minutes, probably about 20 minutes or so. When we finish up with the live stream here, we are going into Swolenormous X, Swole TV, as well as the Daily Swole Telegram chat, private for members only. And you can join at swolenormousx.com. You still have some time, but make sure you share the stream right now, because when we get into some balls deep content, that is everyone's favorite. It's one of the, maybe not everyone's favorite. How many of you like balls deep? Some of you like the knowledge cock. Some of you like the tip. Some of you like the whole fucking thing. So you could drop that in the comments down below. What you like? What you like? What's your favorite? What's your favorite? Your favorite's when Papa goes deep, though. I know it's your favorite. I know it's your favorite. All right, so GKeeper33, Papa Solio, best way to work lower abs. I struggle the most with this. You don't have like lower abs. You have abdominals, and it's like one continuous, origins and insertions are all crossed over. You mean you're fat? You have probably elevated cortisol. You're storing fat down there. Is that like, I don't know what this means. You could do leg raises. You could do all the standard shit, hip flexor work. Are you talking about seeing your abs? Are you talking about seeing your abs? Because the fat's on top of it, by the way. Just do leg raises, do ball crunches, all the same shit. But honestly, abdominal training, focused abdominal training is exceptionally, it's fucking overrated as shit. I don't do crunches. I don't do that shit. I haven't in a long time. I get so much core activation. Do some Turkish get-ups. You want to work your abs? You want to work your core? Do some Turkish get-ups. Period. End of story. Like you don't need anything else than that. Seriously, if you want strong core, do kettlebell work. You want a strong core, do kettlebell work. If you want to see your abs, stop eating so much fucking trash. All right. You need to lose the extra body fat, of which you need to have more muscle mass. You have more mass overall. You have more lean mass. You are going to be able to metabolize more fat. You'll be able to manage that better. You'll be able to eat more food and also metabolize more fat at rest if you have more lean mass. Okay, let's see here. Neocon, Papa Swolio, 3 days resistance plus calisthenics plus light cardio, 4 days regular cardio, 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit. Good? I don't know. It's better than not doing anything. So I don't know. 4 days regular, too much fucking cardio. 3 days resistance plus light cardio. Why so much cardio? I don't know what your goals are. I don't know anything about you. I hate these fucking questions. Is it good? I'm glad you're exercising. Lift some more weights. Enough with all this extra cardio, unless you want to be a little skinny, fat, skinny person. All right. So is it good? I don't know. I don't like why do you want to be in a fucking calorie deficit that much? I know sometimes people want to lose fat. It's like, okay, you only need a couple hundred. You don't need to be 1,000 calories down. Build some more muscle. Make sure you're getting some more protein. If you're morbidly obese, maybe that's more like reasonable. But if you're not morbidly obese, then you don't need that much of a deficit. So in terms of good, I have no opinion on this. You're just listing some protocol that for most people that want to see what most people want as results, most people want muscle and they want to be leaner, and people do so much fucking cardio, they don't actually build the goddamn muscle. That's why they're not happy with their results. So I don't know anything about you, Neocon. I got no opinion, but I'm glad you're doing something better than nothing. Like you're training, you're going to the gym, you're taking care of yourself. So you're on the right track, but I need some more context. Let's see. Daily Swole Telegram. Elijah, will donating plasma affect gains? I mean, you're going to have to rest. I wouldn't be donating blood and then going to the fucking gym, but no, it's good. It's good to donate. I don't usually donate because they usually turn around and sell it to hospitals. And I'm not giving someone my fucking blood so they can flip it. In most cases. So. You want to go to the movies? Hey, you want to give blood? No, I fucking don't. I fucking don't. All right, let's get a little more. Yeah! All right. Fam, we are going balls deep. Let's fucking go. Come on now. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Who's ready for some balls deep? Everyone likes some fucking balls deep. Everyone likes some juicy BD. All right, we got two shit posts. Let's take the first one. Here we go. What's in the box? The box. First post here from Liv. This is a tweet. Gay Fairy 26. Oh God. All right, so this is a tweet storm. The first post from Liv says, first tweet, when skinny people learn that having body insecurities is not the same as fat people facing actual oppression from their body type, then maybe I'll know peace. I don't think anyone that has opinions like this will ever know peace. Agreed? I don't think these people want peace. I think they always will want something to complain about. If it's not this, again, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. Stop playing into this bullshit, right? If you keep on addressing this shit, you're going to hear louder complaints. Just let the kids fucking have their tantrum and they'll just get tired of it after a while. We hope. L responds and says, we have actual shit to be concerned about. Our medical issues being taken seriously. We have searched high and low just to find clothes and shoes that actually fit us and are comfortable to wear. And if we're lucky, affordable. And then an account that's called Pilgrim with a Fupa at GayFairy26. Jesus Christ. The Gay Fairy responds, plus your weight impacts your earning power. And in a country with high inflation and stagnant wages, that's pretty crappy. Stop being a fat fuck. I don't know. Stop complaining. How about stop complaining? In a country with high inflation, let me give you a little summary of that. Every country has crazy inflation, and it's going to get worse. Okay. Inflation is when you print money. You wanted those stimulus checks, didn't you, though? You wanted those stimmy checks. What do you think that is? That's what inflation is. You're inflating the money supply. You're printing more money. You love those. Wait till UBI comes. Get yourself some Bitcoin. Not financial advice, but it should be. All right. Post here from Monica. Fatty MPH says, paid shutdown now, please. Whatever. This is a tweet or a twat that says, show me the evidence. No punctuation, no capital letters, Matt Damon. No capital letters. Why? Look, that's just the patriarchy, right? Capitalizing a letter after a period. How fucking dare you? How could you do that?
How dare you?
Show me the evidence that being fat is preventable. Look at those muscles. All right. Very nice. there's ridiculous amounts of evidence that fat is preventable because you have a lot of people that aren't fat. You have a lot more people that are, but hey, show me your data saying that you can make a fat person thin. All right, drop in the comments. Those of you that used to be fat that are now fit, not thin, not frail, but yeah, there's a lot of it. There's a fucking lot of it. If you do it right, there's a lot of it. This is not your best moment, eh, fatty? That's her name, by the way. Show me your data saying that a world without fat people is possible if only everyone would eat, quote, right and move more. I'll wait forever. No one's saying a world without fat people. Some people will always be fat because some people will always overeat and eat garbage food. And it's called, this is where we have a lot of processed foods and we have a lot of things that people are going to be addicted to forever. We're never going to have a world without fat people, but there certainly doesn't have to be a world with 80% of the population being fucking fat. So, yeah, if people ate right and moved more and stopped eating plants and vegetable oils and seed oils and all these carbohydrates, and they actually exercised and stopped fucking their eyes with blue light and spending all their day on TikTok and never going outside and breathing through a fucking mask in the sun outside in the summer, yeah, people will be a lot healthier. But, they're not mentally healthy or physically healthy, and they have no intent on being so. And no one in our society, from the top down at least, wants them healthy because they want you dumb, they want you fat, they want you addicted to their products, and they're going to suck the fucking life out of you, your children, and your grandchildren, and all your descendants. And they're just going to fucking suck you dry. Every time they print money, every time they forgive a student loan, they are stealing from you. That's what inflation is. It's stealing from you, your buying power, and it makes your savings account, it makes everything that you own more and more worthless. So fuck you. Okay, right? America.
Fuck yeah! Emotional damage.
All right. So let's get into a couple videos. Ready? Let's pick a number. What do we got here? You know what? That's a fucking shitpost. Let's get some Rufus in here. Oh, there we go. Tainty boy. That's the closest. That's the most broccoli that this fucking dog eats. You like that little broccoli toy? There you go. Look at that tainty boy. Look at that paw. Can you see that? Can you see that paw? Look at that. Look at that pepper popper, man. Look at that guy. Look at that tainty boy. You're a tainty man. You're such a tainty man. You good boy. You're such a good boy. I want to go bite his belly right now. There's a tainty boy. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. That was nice.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
That's the closest that you're going to see broccoli next to this fucking beach. No broccoli, but he eats the shit out of that. That's the most broccoli you're getting. Fuck that shit. Fuck that cruciferous trash. All right. There's the beast. So weighed him today. Weighed, oh yeah, he's super healthy. He eats better than most people. All the animals do. Sweet potatoes, heart, liver, grass-fed beef, berries. He weighed in today at 70 pounds. So he's, let's see, we have 15. So he's 5.5 months, just under 5.5 months, and he's 70 pounds. So we'll see. He gained another like 1.5 pounds from a couple days ago. I know, he got so big. He got so big. I had a puppy for like 2 weeks. I didn't realize it was such a blur because the new schedule and figuring it out because we got Pinkston Churchill at the same time. And it was just a whirlwind. So that first month of him being like a little puppy, I barely even remember it. Literally had a little puppy for a couple, like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden he's just enormous. But he's such a good boy. It's like literally having a big stuffed animal. I just like throw him around and he just flops around. He's super hyper sometimes, but he's real. He's going to be such a chill dog too. He's going to be such a chill pup. He already is now. I mean, just when he gets a little bit older, like a year or two, he's going to be so chill. And he'll be over here on the podcast more. I would love to have all of them. I would love to have all of them over there, but we'll see. Maybe we can get one or two at a time. But we got the tainty corner. We got like the pup corner over here. All right, let's see what we got. A lot of you were putting numbers already. Let's see. Pick a number. We got 4 videos. 1, 2. Let's see how many we can get through. Let's say we got number 1, 2, 3, or 4. What do we got?
Well, folks, eliminate one tax
Drop in the
loophole
comments.
out of $1.6 trillion worth.
Number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
$1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion, $1.4 billion.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. All right. Let's see here. Let's go with Courtney the Cake Sadler. What's up, Cake? How we doing? Courtney
Another
the
example
Cake.
of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
All right. Number 2. This is called Fat Faves. When fat faves, like favorites, faves, when fat faves lose weight. When fat faves lose weight. Let's see what we got here.
What do we do when our fat faves lose weight? Let's talk about it. I don't have all the answers, but what I can tell you is I hate watching the same...
Is this Drew Barrymore if she like gained 200 pounds? That's definitely Drew Barrymore post Twinkies. Tell me that's not Drew Barrymore.
Toxic patterns happening over and over online. And I will start with this so then people don't get mad. And this can be a really tough pill to swallow, but no one owes you their body. And it's never appropriate.
What does that mean? No one owes you their body. No one owes you their body. What the fuck does that mean?
Under any circumstance to share with someone negative thoughts or feelings about how their body looks or has changed. But here's the toxic pattern.
That's a lot
Fat
of
persona
words.
loses weight. Fat fan expresses some hurt or disappointment. And then thin fans take that as their opportunity to go in and be like, fuck you, body positive police, mind your business. They look amazing. They're just doing this for their health.
No
and
shit.
Just throw in a bunch of other like anti-fat, fat phobic sentiments just for good measure. And then the persona will often encourage this type of discourse. If you are not fat and have never been fat, here's the context that you're missing.
Here's the context that you're missing. You're missing lifestyle habits. You're missing actually taking care of your body. I would recommend following what people that are not fat do. That's how you do it. That's how you become not fat. You do what people that aren't fat do. Okay.
Imagine every piece of media that you engage with, every movie, TV show, song,
I'm gonna stop this soon.
All of it tells you you're bad and wrong. And then you find one little corner of the world that says, you know what? No.
You're not bad and wrong. You're just obese. You're unhealthy. Again, this is their own internal angst of like, oh, bad person. No, you're not bad or wrong. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? You're fat. You're obese. You're not bad or wrong. Objectively, you're obese. And you don't have to be. It's not good for your health, objectively. If you don't want to change that, stop pretending like it's a bad or wrong thing and everyone's trying to make it bad or wrong, but I found a little corner of the internet that's going to fluff my pillow and lie to me. Okay, fine. If you don't want to change, that's on you, but let's stop pretending that, reality doesn't exist.
You can be loved and successful and funny and talented
Irrelevant.
and adored just as you are.
Irrelevant.
And then that window slams shut and tells you the same things that the rest of the world has told you. It's not about that person. It's about fat people when the world has ostracized them, making an individual their safe space. And maybe diet talk is really normal in your circle and the people you hang out with, but other people have had to do a lot of work to eliminate diet talk and diet culture from their community.
Just stop, get off your phone. You don't want diet talk? Don't look at your phone. Like, stop participating if you don't want to see people that are taking care of themselves. Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of marketing out there. It's going to tell you, hey, you should look this way, or hey, you should do this, or hey, you should buy this car. Hey, you should buy this watch. Don't you want these shoes? Don't you want the new video game? Oh my God, don't you want to watch this show? Don't you want to eat this food? It's called marketing. Okay, if you're a sucker for marketing, then, there's marketing there's marketing that markets a product that, hey, I'm looking for this, or this is something that I want. There's good marketing. It targets an audience. But you're just a pawn. You're just a pawn. You're a passive person that's just like, oh, following what everyone else says. You're a follower. And you've given up all your control to what other people tell you. And then you're just kind of frustrated yourself and you're projecting it outwards.
Diet and weight loss talk is sensitive for good reason. Like 1 in 4 or 5 people end up with an eating disorder. Most people, I think, like...
We're going to stop with this eating disorder bullshit. Yes, there's a lot of people that have problems. There's all sorts of mental disorders. Okay, stop using this like a fucking shield. Stop using it like a fucking shield, like a crutch. Like you have an eating disorder so no one can say anything you don't fucking like. Come on now. The reality still sticks, okay? You have to get your brain back on the tracks. You got to get your shit back on the tracks. The reality hasn't changed. You got derailed, okay? Underail yourself. Go through whatever process you have to do, but reality's not changing here, by the way.
What, 90 to 98% of people will gain all the weight back and then some. And that diet cycling can result in worse health outcomes than just staying fat in the first place. Also, if you have an eating disorder and you're fat, trying to get any treatment for that is hell. And when that one safe space is no longer safe, it can activate a lot of pain and trauma. Again, if you are fat and you're feeling that pain, it's not appropriate to share with that person. If you're feeling this way, I really hope you talk to people, a therapist or friends, supportive people in your life to process these feelings, because it's valid and it's important. And rather than these intense binaries, I would...
No, not every feeling is valid, for God's sake. Please don't even say that. It's not true. Please, enough with the feelings.
Love to see these conversations held with more nuance and compassion. You know, I can understand why this topic might be triggering for some people, and I hope you get support for that elsewhere, but this is my body and I can't hold that pain for you is valid.
This is my body and I can't hold that pain for you. I just don't like these pathetic videos. All right? I just don't like this victim bullshit.
If you're a thin ally, this is a great opportunity to fight the assumption that thin equals health. And remember that there's maybe more going on than you can understand.
Oh, there's more going on. Okay, so we got to tiptoe on eggshells around every fucking person. No, just fucking go to the fucking gym. Take care of your health. Stop trying to pretend like it's not your fault that you are the way you are. It's your responsibility. It's your fault. If you weren't taking care of yourself, this is the product of you not taking care of yourself. It was my mom. It was diet culture. It was, I don't know, patriarchy or white supremacy. Keep blaming whatever you want. It's still you putting the food in your fucking mouth. You might not have been educated properly on this. Most people weren't. Why? Because there's no profit in it. But now that you have the interwebs, stop using it to find a hole to crawl into and cry to a little echo chamber. Use it to educate yourself on how to do it properly. 95% of people fail most things because most people do things fucking wrong. Most people quit. Most people don't. Most people don't take care of themselves. That number is the same for everything. Most businesses fail. Most things fucking fail because most people fucking suck at most things. Okay, let's do another video. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. I just don't like the pussy type talk. It's like, oh my God. It's not a fucking shield. Stop pretending like you're defined by your goddamn obesity. You're defined by your body fat. You're using that as the methodology of creating your whole identity and your community around being fucking fat. Okay. All right, let's do Annika Skulanda, number Schwam. Annika to the main stage. All right, just a little rant here, but I just don't like that. Really. Annika, number 1. Annika, done with body POS. What's body POS? Let's go.
What's in the box?
Oh, let's find. No, time out.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Oh, tell me that wasn't an 11. Drop in the comments down below. That was off the fucking charts. Peaceful Bandit, a 10. Twisted Yoga Girl, a 12. Oh my God, we need a new scale. Nick, a 12. TCAP, a 10. Jardel, that was a 10. Absolutely. 478 will regulate. That was a 10. Jardel, 10 from the Netherlands. Thank you so much. Yvonne, a 10. Let's fucking go. Chris, a 9.9. Talk about those fucking standards. Mark, a 10,000 out of 10. 5 stars. Courtney the Cake, number 10. Matt Aoki, a hundo. Fam, we fucking did it.
I am the danger.
Inconceivable.
Oof. Man, if you got your headset on, that's Rumble. Ooh, it's like one of those, remember those Nintendo 64, like the Rumble packs, like the controller vibrates. We need that. I need that kind of tactile feedback. When you have your phone, you're watching and it's like, phone shakes, it vibrates. Maybe I can get that integration. All right, where were we? Annika, what'd you choose? What did we actually get here? What was the last? What did you actually do? I don't even remember what you said. Was it number 1? I think Annika was number 1. Let's do it. Yeah, done with body POS. Here we go.
I'm done with body positivity. So I posted this video.
Oh, body positivity. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a rough start. I know. All right. Yeesh. I'm done with body positivity. I was like, body POS. Of all people, I don't know what body pos means. Okay.
I'm done with body positivity. So I posted this video, and
Holy
of course,
helmet.
I got a slew of just thin, privileged women telling me that I'm wrong. Which, of course, as a fat person, you know that is our entire experience. We're never trusted to know our own feelings or what we're thinking. You're not.
So fat people are never trusted to know their own feelings or what they're thinking. Is this even a thing? Fat people are never trusted to know their own feelings. No, let me correct this for you. Weak-minded people have feelings, they speak them, and other people that have better things to do don't care. It's not that we don't believe you, it's that we just don't care about your feelings. Like, your feelings are annoying. No one wants to hear about your little virtue signaling woke trash. Like, you're not paying attention to my lived experience, because no one cares. Everyone's got a lived experience, and it's more important to them than yours. Everyone's got shit going on. Everyone's got bills to pay. You got family, you have other things. Like, no one fucking cares about your problems. Does anyone really care? Everyone's got their own shit. I'm going to sit here and just be honest with you. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care about the war in Ukraine as much as it's not affecting me direct. I mean, it is, but I mean, like, I don't like all this virtue signaling shit. There's a lot of shit going around in the world. All right. Do I have to care about everything? I mean, I'm aware of it. I think it sucks, but what am I going to do? Right. Like, I can't care about all these fucking social events. I can't care about all these world events. I have to take care of myself. I certainly don't care about your feelings. I certainly don't care about your feelings. I don't. I won't. All right, let's continue.
Own feelings or what we're thinking. You're not actually hungry. You're not actually thirsty. You're lazy. And look,
you're probably not. Look, if you're obese, you might feel hungry. You certainly don't need food. What was the other one you said?
Thirsty. You're
thirsty. What are you talking about? You probably are thirsty. You're probably not hungry. Most feelings for hunger are actually thirst. Lazy. Well, you're definitely not going to the gym. You're not doing things properly. So lazy, you're definitely not prioritizing. Let's put it that way.
Lazy. And look, I understand under the umbrella of diet culture, we all suffer from body dysmorphia and body image issues. I don't
know
what it's like to be in a larger body, but then I thought, I don't know what it's like to be in a smaller body. I will never know.
You don't know what it's like to be in a non-annoying body. You know, you don't understand my lived experience watching your videos and listening to your voice in these amazing headphones. Is this a real adult woman? This is the problem. We have children that never grew up. This is very, very scary stuff.
The struggle of having to never buy my own drinks. I'll never feel the turmoil of having male friends who want anything else but friendship.
Okay. Okay, now we got it. Now I see what's going on here. Let's play that again. Check out this tone shift.
Having to never buy my own in a smaller body. I thought, I don't know what it's like to be in a smaller body.
So she's like, okay. Now she's like,
We'll never know the struggle of having to never buy my own drinks.
So obviously she's upset because she hasn't gotten any dick. Okay? She hasn't gotten any dick. We get it. I'll never know what it's like for a guy to buy my drinks. It's like, there it is. It's come out. It has come out.
I'll never feel the turmoil of having male friends who want anything else but friendship.
Friend zone. The people that are friends with her just want to be friends with her because they're not attracted to you because probably your personality, number one. People will look, the physical attraction, that's only at the beginning. But if you're an annoying person, no one's going to be around you long term anyway. So it doesn't help that you're annoying. It doesn't help that you play the victim, but you're not helping your case. Okay? You're not helping your case.
Never know the pain of always being able to find clothes in my size.
then don't be that size. Look, it's a choice. It's a choice. Guys can't choose to be taller, but women like to shit on. You can shit on a man for his height for whatever fucked up reason, as if that's, So women can be like, I only date tall men, but a guy can't be like, I only date healthy, fit women. Oh my God, you're fat phobic. What are you? It's like, no, I'm not attracted to death. I don't go to the cemetery and be like, hey, doing anything tomorrow?
Never know the disappointment of realizing a guy rejected me not because of my body, but because of my shitty personality.
I think you get rejected for both of those things. Okay, but guess what people see first? They don't see your personality. They see your fat fucking ass. And they might not like it. They might not like it. That might not be their fetish. All right? They might not have a fetish. But anyone wants an easy lay, look, you can look her up on TikTok. Okay, let's get into the next video. Pick a number, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Let's go.
What's in the box? Hadouken! Hadouken!
Holy shit. Oh, Twisted Yo Girl. Amber Heard might give a shit. Oh! Oh, she definitely gives a shit. Nice one. Nice. All right. Let's go here. That was really intense. All right. Anvo number 2. Anvo number 2. What up? What up, dude? Oh, God. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to yell on that. I was just looking at the last 2 videos, and what I saw was the opposite of impressive. Okay, remember, hashtag overtime, hashtag FEF, whatever you want to drop for a chance to win today's Swole card. We're going overtime right after today's episode. So we're almost there. So we're going overtime. If you have not yet joined the fam, take a moment right now. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com. We still will be here for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll be going right into overtime. So don't miss out on that. Let's get into this one's called Anne. Anne, you straight fucked up, Anne. Anne fucked up. She fucked up.
I got hairy legs.
She fucked up.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
And you fucked up, dear. This video is it's from Libs of TikTok, so you know it's going to be an absolute hurricane of garbage. It's titled Teacher Explains Non-Binary. Okay.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
Yeah, so comfortable. Okay, that was a nice rip too. I'm on fire today. Let's get a round of applause for those. Those expulsions are top notch, top shelf. All right, Teacher Explains Non-Binary. You know what? This is great. I'm really excited. This teacher is going to explain non-binary. Fam, I have been asking for a long time. What does it mean to not be either? It's like, I'm not a boy or a girl. I'm non-binary. Ho, what does that mean? No one knows. I'm just neither a boy or a girl. Or sometimes I'm one or the other. Sometimes I'm both. I'm in between. Yeah. You need a nice couch. Lay down. Take a load off. Tell me about your mother. All right, here we go. Here's what happens when you don't get hugged enough.
So today in Queer Teacher Things, one of my students asked about my roommate.
Okay, you should not be a teacher. How old are you? Like 12? Jesus Christ. I'm so frightened.
So today in Queer Teacher Things, one of my students asked about my roommate, because I know I have a roommate, and I told them their name, and they asked if my roommate was a boy or a girl, and I said neither, and they were like, no.
If your roommate is neither, you're telling your kids, my roommate's neither a boy nor a girl. You tell me, what in the actual fuck is that person? That person is neither a boy, you're calling that person neither a boy or a girl. What?
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Yeah, like, I can tell you right now how to tell if you're a boy or a girl. Same way you tell if a dog's a boy or a girl. You look, and if it's got a dangle, you know what it is. Okay, I'm going to see how this one wraps up.
Neither. And they were like, no, Miss Brown, are they a boy or a girl?
Yep.
I was like, my friend, they're neither. They were like, well, do they have a boy name or a girl name? And I said, neither. And they said, well, do they wear boy clothes or girl clothes? And I said, well.
All right, that means these kids are really fucking young. If they're like, do they have a boy name or a girl name? Do they have boy clothes or girl clothes? You should not be anywhere near kids. How old are those kids asking those questions? They got to be like 4 or 5. Or 6, maybe. You don't ask, do they wear boy clothes or girl clothes? You don't ask those questions if you're older than like maybe like 4 or 5. All right. Like I'm saying they're young. It's not like they're 10 years old. Do they wear boy clothes? All right. Okay.
What are boy clothes and girl clothes? And they go, you know. And I said, no, my friend, I don't know. What are boy clothes and girl clothes? And they said, well, what kind of clothes do they wear? And I said, well, they normally wear jeans and a t-shirt. And they said, well, what color is the t-shirt? And I said, all colors. And they said, well, that doesn't make any sense. And I said, it doesn't have to make sense. And then they walked away because they got mad at me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they got mad at you because you're fucking stupid. When they realize that they're smarter than their goddamn fucking teacher. Yeah, it's exactly what they're thinking. Andrew Reed says these kids are thinking this lady's a fucking whack job. Yeah, she is a fucking whack job. Okay, that's pathetic. That's disgusting. Should not be a teacher. Look, a lot of teachers are posting this shit on TikTok. They're losing their job. So hopefully she loses her job too. That's disgusting. Yeah, when the kids are like, fuck this. This is stupid. Teacher's an idiot. I guarantee they're talking to each other and like, this teacher's fucking stupid. It doesn't sound like that happened either. Yeah, I don't know. Pedro, that sounded really fucking artificial, didn't it? Pedro, I call bullshit. It sounds like a made up story. She looks like an attention getter. Yeah, she's definitely an attention getter. She's posting this online. Yeah, I think she's full of shit. But either way, either she's evil or full of shit, or she's thinking this and it's coming out in different methods of teaching. So anyway, she's an idiot. All right, this last one is called Forget to Eat.
What's in the box?
Something that this person never has done in her life.
So if you're like me and sometimes you forget to eat until you're like violently hungry, but at that point you're too hungry and it literally made you nauseous, this is my biggest tip for making the nausea go away. Regular Coca-Cola. Regular Coke has an anti-nausea ingredient. Even just a few sips can be enough to push past the nausea, enough to eat. They even make them in really small cans, so if it's something that you experience frequently, I highly recommend it.
That's a soundboard. That's a soundboard. That's a sound. I'm doing that. I'm playing it again.
If you're like me and sometimes you forget to eat until you're like violently hungry, but at that point you're too hungry and it literally made you nauseous, this is my biggest tip for making the nausea go away. Regular Coca-Cola.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
Regular Coke has an anti-nausea ingredient. Even just a few sips can be enough to push past the nausea, enough.
Okay, all right, that's a soundboard. We'll get that another time. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. All right, fam. Oh, holy fucking Christ. It is time. It is time. Let's fucking go, fam. It is time to go into overtime. And of course, we're going to give away that Swole card. But let me just tell you right now, before we give the Swole card away, we have overtime coming up. So if you're not yet a member, you can join right now, swolenormousx.com. But make sure you start heading over into Swole TV, into the Daily Swole Telegram chat, because we're not stopping the stream. It's just going to cut off on all the platforms after we give away the Swole card. And then we're going to continue the stream inside for the Swole fam, and it's going to be fucking awesome. So join us over there. You can start switching over to your Telegram chat and get in there, the Daily Swole Telegram chat. And if you're a member and you're like, where do I find it? Because there's a few Telegram chats. Just go to your homepage and go to the Daily Swole Telegram chat. All right, overtime. It's going to be fucking lit. We got some awesome videos to debut, and also we got some throwbacks. It's going to be fucking fire. We got some more balls deep content. But let's give away this fucking Swole card. Shall we, beaches? Here we go. Who's the pfeffer? Who's the pfeffer? Drum roll. Where's the Fef? Where's the Fef? Who's got some Fef? Who's got some Fef? We got a winner. We got a winner. We got a Feffer. 478 will regulate Cruise It. Where is 478? What is that? What zip code is that? Congratulations, 478. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card. What is it? 2219? Is it 2219? It is. Swole card 2219 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Fam, we are about to go into OT, so don't miss out on that. Send us that email. Congratulations, 478. We're closing this shit down. Now's the time for OT, baby. Oh yeah, we'll take some soundboard requests, and then it's gonna get fucking litty. We got some OT.
Your father was a woman.
All right.
Dodson.
That's a nice card. It's stylish. You got the overtime, you got the theft. Very nice. Loud fucking noises. You got it, Pedro.
Loud noises!
Nick from the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Can I get a tyrannical tuck? Indeed, my son.
Tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
So per is a neopronoun that comes from the word person, which is why I really like them.
Sam! Sam! Sam!
Come on, man.
Little rusty spoons. I got you. Gotcha.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
Antidepressants?
Yeah. No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 trillion.
You fucking nailed it.
I don't know how to put this.
OT, baby.
But kind of a big deal.
A little diversity. Nothing like some diversity. One hand.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Fucking man.
Are there any women here today?
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no
Good.
points.
Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
Hadouken!
All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going into OT right now. Make sure you share the podcast, share the live stream. SwoleNormousX.com for Join the Fam today and check out the free downloads, everything down below. TheDailySwole.com for all the live stream links. Leave us a review, 5 stars, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you like to bang your ear holes. And we are going into overtime right now. So thank you so much for being here. Head on into Swole TV and the Daily Swole Telegram chat so you can catch the live stream. Overtime happens right now. And thank you so much, Annika, for the last shout out. Smash the like button before you leave. It does make a difference. Indeed. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh. Out. Peace out, bitches.
I just wanna win on the low, like